Hi, Tim here with Clive Coffee. We're going to show you how to remove the wood panels on your wood-paneled Lucca M58. The tools that you're going to need is a 3.5 and a 3mm Allen, as well as a Phillips head screwdriver. I've already turned the machine off and cooled it off completely so that it's safe to get in the machine here. We're going to start by removing our top tray and our water reservoir tank. As well as this front drip tray. We're going to start by tipping the machine on its side so we can access the bottom tabs. I'm going to lay a cloth down so that I can rest it on a soft surface. Using our Phillips head screwdriver, we'll be able to loosen the two screws that hold the tabs. They're positioned at about the middle of the bottom of the machine, and it's just that one screw on each side. These can be loosened. You do not need to remove it completely, just loose enough so that the panel can slide out of the cutout. And now we'll bring the machine back on its 4 feet. Using our 3.5mm Allen, we're going to loosen the 4 screws that hold the back panel in place. As I loosen these up, I'll make sure that I'm holding the screw that holds this bolt in place so that I can actually unthread this completely. And so this bolt comes out completely, and I have my nut that was holding it on the other side. I'm going to set these aside here. And it's the same on all 4 corners, all 4 screws here. So we're going to loosen them all up. And once we have the 4 screws removed, the back panel just comes right off, and we can go ahead and set this aside. And now what we're going to do is loosen up just one side of our top rail. This is going to make it easier for us to remove each of these side panels as separate units. I'm going to, using my 3mm Allen, remove these top screws from one side of my rail and remove them completely. And once you have removed this screw, there's a spacer here, and that will come out completely. So just make sure you hold on to that and set that aside. We'll do the same for this back corner along the same side. Again, grab that spacer, and we'll set aside both of these pieces. At this point, you have 2 final screws on the very top. These hold your panels at this anchor point on the very top front. So we'll go ahead and remove these 2 screws. So we remove both of the screws that are holding the tops of our panels in place. At this point, your side panels will come off completely. The only thing holding them in place is the pressure of the tabs on the top and on the bottom. So if you just push out to the side, that slides out and comes off completely. And we'll do the same for the other side. And just be careful you have the rail still attached here. That comes right off. If you need to get into the machine for more troubleshooting or to look inside at boiler components, there's one last screw in the back that holds this panel here in place. You can remove that with a Phillips head screwdriver, and this whole piece will come right off. It is still attached with wires, so we'll go ahead and just set it aside. At this point, we have complete access to boiler components and to take a look inside the machine. If you ever need to do any troubleshooting or inspect the boilers, that is how you'll remove those panels. To reassemble, you just do all of those steps in reverse order for your wood panels. For more information on using your Lucca M58, check out the links here. For other tech tips, visit our knowledge base at clivecoffee.com.